Near the outskirts of Night City, where the bright lights bleed into the grimy slums, Arthur's heart was going wild. Through the leathern plating of his armor, he felt a frantic, animalistic terror.
I know it ain't ideal, but I need you to breathe, Art. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Just like the sim. The moment we hit the LZ, you need to be laser focused. No hesitation. Got it?
Yeah, hear you loud and clear.
Nova.
You need to stop babying the fucking gong, Sophia. Coddling him will get him zeroed.
Chill, Chum. She's just running the pre-op check.
It's your first day here, so let's get one thing straight. I ain't your fucking chum, hombre. We're not a family, we're a response unit. We get in, secure the asset, and Delta. We are not here to make connection.
Then listen, I don't need babying, and I'm certainly not trying to make friends. But let's make one thing clear. I'm not some fucking pushover. I fought in the unification war. I've seen the real shit.
I know, and that's the fucking issue. You probably fancy yourself some hero, don't you? Got some naive notion carved into that chrome skull about saving lives. You think that hero shit you pulled in the war is gonna get you a medal here? In Night City? That shit is a death wish. It don't fly in drama, team. I'm done talking. We're coming up on the scav nest now.
The comms go quiet. The only sound is the thrum of the engines and the frantic thumping in Arthur's own skull. The AV-4 shudders, then settles down with a final hydraulic gasp. The doors slide upward, and Arthur, Sophia, Jorge, and Jesse file out. The moment the rooftop door closes behind them, the world changes. The air was heavy with the metallic odor of old blood, antiseptic chemicals, and botched cybernetic removals. His HUD flickered, struggling to categorize the scene. Bodies were splayed across furniture. They were mangled, broken, and twisted into obscene positions. Arthur's stomach lurched. He forced a swallow, pushing vomit down, and followed the flickering nav point on his display.
Chingada madre. I know it would be bad, but this is a goddamn harvest house.
As they descended the flight of stairs, the horrors evolved. There were people, torn open and dissected, but kept painfully alive by a cocktail of stims and crude life support. Pleading eyes, wide with terror, tracked the team's every movement. One of them, a woman with her cranial casing removed, reached a trembling skeletal hand towards Arthur. He suddenly felt a firm shove between the shoulder plates.
Don't stop. Don't look. You can't help them. They're not the asset. Keep moving.
He hadn't even realized he'd frozen. The part of him that was still a soldier, still a medic, had short-circuited at the sheer scale of the suffering. Things devolved into controlled chaos. They descended another flight of steps and were met by a group of scavs.
Contact! Top of the stairs!
Carlo's here! Who tripped the biome on? Doesn't fucking matter. Zero to these corporate fucks.
Jorge didn't give them another second. He and Sophia moved like a unit, their rifles barking 3-round bursts that chewed through the scavs with surgical precision. Sparks flew from shattered chrome, and blood painted the corroded walls.
Fuck! The whole place is gonna be on us now. Double time.
Agreed. To the asset. Move!
They became a whirlwind of violence, clearing the hallways with precise, overwhelming fire. As they neared the target, a cold knot tightened in Arthur's gut. It was too quiet. The resistance, too convenient. But between the adrenaline, the horror, and the pounding in his ears, he buried the thought. They breached a reinforced door, weapons raised. The room was cleaner than the others. And there, in the center, sat their asset. A man bound to a chair, seemingly unharmed. No visible wounds, no missing chrome. But his eyes were wide. A thick gag was stuffed in his mouth, and fresh bandages were wrapped tightly around his torso. He was shaking his head violently, muffled screams tearing from his throat.
The fuck is this?
I don't... It's a trap. We fucked up.
The world erupted, a deafening boom from above. The ceiling rained down dust and debris.
The fuck was that?
A single sharp pop! A perfect hole appeared in the center of Jesse's visor. They crumpled to the floor. Jorge spun, rifle coming up. Another bang, this one much louder. The top of his helmet and the skull within vanished with a spray of red mist and polycarbonate shards. His body stood for a moment before collapsing violently to the ground. Arthur was frozen, his brain refusing to process the data. Sophia was screaming into her comms, her voice distorted and distant. Suddenly, a section of the wall slid open. A hidden compartment. A scav emerged, a hulking brute with a double-barreled shotgun. She placed the muzzle directly against the small of Sophia's back. The force lifted her off of her feet. She fell forward, her armor spiderwebbed from inside out. The scav leader, a woman with a polished chrome jaw and cold dead eyes, stepped over Sophia's twitching form.
See? I told you these corporate gonks would take the bait. Like flies to shit.
I can admit when I'm wrong. Good shit, dude. The footage is gonna be absolutely Nova. Their biofeeds are pure, uncut terror. This is premium content.
These fucking Virtus are gonna break records.
Arthur finally tried to move, to raise his weapon, but a boot connected with his chest, slamming him onto his back. The scav mastermind walked towards him, her steps slow and deliberate. Arthur scrambled backwards, his hands and boots slipping in Jorge's blood.
Pretty fucked up first day, huh, Arthur? Welcome to Trauma Team.
The word sent a shiver through his veins. The scav knew his name, knew it was the first day. This wasn't a random ambush. This was a snuff film, and he was the star. The client, the biomonitor signal, the rescue, all of it was a script written for their slaughter. His last thought was not of the war or of home, but the sick, perfect cruelty of it all. And the question that would never get answered: who set him up? The scav mastermind placed the cold, unforgiving steel of the shotgun against Arthur's helmet. Hello, I'm Sidian, and thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And to end this off, here's a video of me getting Lucy in a single pull in Wuthering Waves.
No fucking way! No fucking way! No way! Oh my God!